How's it going, everyone? It's time to create a Legends ZAOU tier list. I've got all the Pokemons here from the very best to the absolutely unviable Pokemon, and we're gonna rank them all one by one. I'm gonna keep it short on the Pokemon that aren't used as much or are unviable, and I'm gonna express my thoughts more extensively on Pokemon that are at the top of the metagame. I've got 4 tiers here with 2 extra tiers that are unviable and haven't seen. Basically, Pokemon that are not used in the tier or haven't been used so far because of, I guess that could be because of the hype of the new megas, but generally not seen Pokemon or bad Pokemon, right? Then we've got S tier. S tier is for Pokemon that are the very best in the tier, top of the metagame. You kind of need those Pokemon to build a good team, and these Pokemon are very versatile. They can fill multiple roles in a team. A good example would be Excadrill. That Pokemon can be a sweeper, a breaker, a defensive answer. It can set hazards, it can remove hazards, and it has amazing typing and all that, right? A tier is for Pokemon that are below S tier. They are really good in the tier, but not the best, not at the top. It's kind of hard to distinguish S and A. Aside from that, Pokemon in S tier are very overwhelming. B tier is for Pokemon that are good in the tier. You can use them, not the best, but they can work pretty well if you use them right. And then C tier is for Pokemon that are extremely niche and need extreme circumstances to work. So let's get started, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a tier above S tier, and I'm gonna name it Broken. And you know what Pokemon is going in this tier? It's going to be our good old Mega Greninja. This Pokemon is absolutely broken. It needs to get quick banned as soon as possible. First of all, it's the fastest Pokemon in the tier. The only 2 Pokemon that are faster than this are Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Beedrill, and both of them are bad. Like, they suck in the tier. Nobody would use them, which automatically makes this Pokemon the fastest Pokemon. It has the same speed stat as Dragapult, which is 421. And its offensive starts on incredible base 133 special attack and base 125 attack. It has an insane move pool, which plays the biggest part in making it broken, because it gets the ability protein that gives you a stab. Even if it's for the first turn, it matters a lot when you have a Pokemon that has coverage moves for every answer there is in the metagame, right? You want to bring in a Goodra, Greninja can low kick you. You want to bring in a defensive Clefable, you can get Sludge Wave. You want to bring your Spidef Clefable, you can get Gunk Shotted. It has U-turn, which is an amazing momentum move. It has Ice Beam. Its stab moves are great as well. Surf, Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse. It has priority. It can run things like low kick. It has setup moves on both sides, SD and Nasty Plot. And after all that, it's not even a glass cannon, because if you look at this thing starts, let me change the viewpoint real quick. This Pokemon is not a glass cannon. First of all, Water Dark is actually a good defensive typing because you're getting an immunity, and you're kind of resistant to common priority moves like Aqua Jet and Bullet Punch, right? Water is a great defensive typing, Dark is a good typing. You combine them, you get a great typing, and it has decent bulk as well. So you know what I mean when I say this Pokemon is broken. I think it needs to get quick banned. I don't see any argument that would make me want to keep this Pokemon in the tier other than just being able to abuse it. But yeah, if we want a healthy metagame, at least until DLC arrives. Maybe things will change when the DLC arrives and new Pokemon get released. But for now, there are no answers for this Pokemon, and this Pokemon completely dominates the metagame, and it needs to get quick ban. I even think that for regular Greninja, I think regular Greninja is also kind of borderline broken, if not broken. Regular Greninja is kind of weird because it's significantly weaker than Mega Greninja, but it has the benefit of using choice items, being Scarf, becoming even faster, and it has the ability to run a setup sets because of Battle Bond. You're not logged into run protein, so you can actually use things like Nasty Plot and get that Battle Bond boost after getting a KO, which also makes it a demon in its own right. But for now, I'm not gonna put it in broken. I'm gonna put it in S tier. This Pokemon is the best in the tier, regular Greninja. Now that my rant about Greninja is over, let's move on to ordering all these Pokemon alphabetically. First up is Abomasnow, and this Pokemon straight up goes in unviable because This Pokemon's only niche really is that it learns Aurora Wheel and you can set it up. But because of the fact that Light Clay doesn't exist in the metagame, even that niche is gone. So you're basically not able to use this Pokemon. Mega Burstno is a little different. I personally faced a couple of Mega Burstnos. Like you can use this in Trick Room, obviously, but I don't think it's that powerful, right? I had a Spadef Clefable that walled this for eternity. Even if it this clicked Woodhammer, I kept clicking Soft Boiled. So I don't know how I feel about this. Like it has priority, it can work in certain matchups and certain scenarios. It can work in Trick Room, as I said. So like yeah, it maybe you can make it work in extreme circumstances. So I'm gonna put it in C. Absol, probably unviable. Nobody's using a regular Absol. It's like its abilities are bad, and its move pool sucks as well. Mega Absol is somewhat better. It has good offensive start. It has a decent speed start, 115 I think, which is like good in the meta game. Right now, I guess you could say good. Like there are a lot of faster Pokemon, but still 115 it's nothing to scoff at. It also has good special attack start, and it can run things like Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt, which gives it a niche. I haven't seen this being used, but I think it can work with like even with SD sets like Iron Tail, Superpower, or and Knockoff with SD. I think can do stuff because there are not a lot of bulky Pokemon in the tier, so I think it can do something there. But yeah, not better than a Abomasnow. Next up is Aegislash, and this Pokemon goes right in the S tier. This Pokemon is really good, right? First of all, Ghost and Steel is one of the best typing ever released, and it has amazing offensive and defensive starts, and the fact that you can use both of them is great. Like it's always hard to know what set or like what group of 4 moves will Aegislash have, right? It can have Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, and like Shadow Sneak Close Combat, or it can be SD 3 attacks, or it can have King Shield with other 3 attacks like Iron Head, Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, CC, Iron Head, Shadow Sneak, or like a combination of any of those moves, right? And you never know what it's gonna be. You bring in a Garchomp, you get hit by a Shadow Ball. You bring in a Crocodile, you get hit by a CC. And then it can use Swords Dance, and it has priority. It is like Steel typing in general right now is really good, being able to tank hits from things like Floette and Clefable. And it's a spin blocker, which is one of the biggest plus points of using this Pokemon, and its bulk allows it to survive a lot of the moves. And King Shield is obviously a broken move. Like you click Protect on a Crocodile, clicking Knockoff or Pursuit, its attack's gonna get lowered, and then you're gonna just survive that. Base 140 at defense and speed def is nothing to scoff at. You can even run things like Shaka, and Shaka is pretty common because of Excadrill, right? But you can even run things like Oka for something like Mega Delphox. It tries to Flamethrower, you survive a move, and you can just Shadow Ball it. Even if the Shadow Ball doesn't KO, you can just Shadow Sneak the next turn. So yeah, really an amazing Pokemon. Next up is Aerodactyl, and I don't know if you can use this Pokemon, to be honest. Like only real situation I would see is running Stealth Rock Taunt, and even then, the moment Meowstic got Stealth Rock Spice, it became an infinitely better choice. So I don't see anybody ever using this Pokemon over Meowstic. I still don't want to put it in unviable because it does have a niche of being a really fast Stealth Rock setter that can learn Taunt. So I'm gonna put it in haven't see. But yeah, I don't see this working. Aerodactyl, I feel like it can work. I haven't seen it, but I think it can work. It has like Hone Claws and it learns Dragon Dance since Generation 8, right? I think so. Like yeah, it can have some niche. Stone Edge Dual Wing Beat is kind of a really good coverage in the meta right now, because your defensive answers are Skarmory and Chestnut, things like Skarmory and Chestnut, and you can obliterate those after an attack raise. You also have Tough Claws, so you can run things like Fire Fang and Ice Fang for Chomp and stuff. So there's definitely things you can do with this Pokemon. But I'm not gonna put this even any higher because there's no results, right? Nobody has used this Pokemon so far. Next up is Aggron, and like on paper, Choice Band Rockhead Aggron looks pretty good, but I have not seen this Pokemon ever used, so I'm not gonna give too much thought and just put this in haven't seen. Same with Mega Aggron, it's cool, it can run Stealth Rock, it can run Iron Defense Body Press, but I have not seen this Pokemon ever used, and I don't think we would see this Pokemon use that much anyway. Like even if I were to rank, it would not be any higher than C. It might even be like I might have to add a D tier in here, so I'd rather keep it and have it C. Next up is Alakazam, and I'm putting this Pokemon in A tier. This is a really good Pokemon. Magic Guard is an amazing ability. Its speed tier is really good, 372 or base 120. It learns Nasty Plot now, which makes it an amazing breaker and sweeper. It has utility moves like Encore and Taunt. And the fact that you don't take hazard damage and sand damage allows you to basically run Sash and always survive a move guaranteed, which is great, especially in revenge killing scenarios, right? You won't get pursuit trapped. Even if you're switching out, you will survive that pursuit once because of Sash. And even if you're not running Sash, Life Orb is amazing. It gives it an insane power boost. This Pokemon does get hindered by the fact that it has to run Focus Blast and hit Focus Blast, but other than that, it's an amazing Pokemon, definitely deserves to be in A tier. Next up is Altaria. I don't think regular Altaria is that viable, but I'm gonna put it in haven't seen because nobody's using a regular Altaria. But Mega Altaria definitely has some niche, and I'm gonna put this in B tier because it's a really good tank, right? It has amazing bulk. Dragon Fairy is not a bad typing. Like it has things like Will-O-Wisp, which would be amazing because no steel types in the tier appreciate getting burned. Excadrill or Aegislash or Sizz or anything does not want to get burned coming out on this Pokemon. And its bulk obviously allows it to take things like, I guess, maybe Mega Delphox, right? And it has Heal Bell, which is pretty good. It has really powerful move and like Pixelate Hyper Voice. I don't think DD sets could work because you are always kind of bound to run Flamethrower because Skarmory is just so common in the tier. But like if you're maybe like forgetting Skarmory, or maybe you have something else that can chip Skarmory down, even DD sets can do a lot because physical Fairy Stab like is really good in the tier, especially when it's paired with Earthquake, so you can deal with things like Aegislash and Excadrill. So yeah, definitely has some niche. People have not been using it because of the hype of new megas, but yeah, this Pokemon definitely can do a lot. Next up is Ampharos, unviable. Yeah, nobody's using a regular Ampharos. Mega Ampharos maybe, but I have not seen it, so I'm not gonna give too much thought to this thing. Arbok is interesting. I love Arbok. It was a star for my draft seasonal team, right? It was a star Pokemon. I loved it. But unfortunately, I cannot deny the fact that this Pokemon is bad. In a metagame setting that is not draft, I think it's pretty bad. You cannot justify using Arbok other than just using a gimmick Pokemon. So yeah, unviable. Next up is Ariados. Only niche this Pokemon has is running Sticky Web, and its Slurpuff is infinitely better, so unviable. Aromatisse, this Pokemon I think could have some use in the tier because of Trick Room. This is one of the few Pokemon in the tier right now that can learn Trick Room, and it's a good Trick Room user because it has the ability Aroma Wheel, which basically allows it to not get Taunt, not get Encored, and a couple of other stuff, but basically Taunt and Encore, so you can run Sash to survive a move, and then Trick Room up and click Misty Explosion. It does get that and get out of there and get your Trick Room sweeper in. So like yeah, that's it's just niche. You can't really use it in any other role, but yeah, Trick Room Setter is good enough to give it a C tier. Next up is Audino. I'm gonna put Audino in haven't seen because I think it can do something, but I have not seen this Pokemon and I have not used this Pokemon, or I don't see, like maybe as a defensive tank, but I don't know, right? Like it has some niche of running boots so you don't take hazards, because if you run a Mega Audino you have to take hazards, even though Mega Audino to be fair, Mega Audino getting regenerated in this tier makes it amazing. I think it can do a lot. I might put it in B tier because of how bulky, and normal Fairy is a good typing technically because you don't have a lot of weaknesses. You're only weak to poison and steel because the fighting weakness is negated by the Fairy typing. And just 2 immunities in general is great, right? You're immune to ghost moves, you're immune to dragon moves, you have Wish Protect, you have Regenerator. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in B tier, and I'm gonna put Audino in C tier, I guess. Aurorus, only the niche this Pokemon has a setting Snow Warning, and like yeah, I have not seen this Pokemon being used. It's not good anyway. Next up is Avalok. This Pokemon can be a good rapid spinner, so I'm gonna give it a B tier. I think, yeah, like the defense, the amount of defense it has definitely gives it a niche to just be a defensive check to things and rapid spin and like click avalanche and stuff. So like yeah, it's a good answer to bring in, and it also gets recover, right? It's not like a Pokemon like Garchomp that will eventually get chipped down. It does get recover. I'm gonna put Avalok in B, and Hiso and Avalok I'm actually gonna put this in haven't seen. It may have a niche, though Ice Rock is infinitely worse than a pure ice type, but yeah, it may have some niche. I have not seen it. I'm gonna put in haven't seen. Next up is Bennett, probably unviable. I don't think you should ever use a regular Bennett, but what you can use is actually Bennett, and I think I'm gonna put this in B tier because first of all, it has a really good attack stat. I think it's base 165 or something if I'm correct. And then Prankster Destiny Bond, Prankster Wisp, Prankster Taunt obviously is great. It now also gets Poltergeist, which is great. It has Priority and Shadow Sneak. It has like things like Gunk Shot and stuff. So yeah, definitely can do some stuff, right? It can definitely have its own niche there. Next up is Barbaracle and Mega Barbaracle, and these two are kind of interesting. I personally think that Barbaracle is an infinitely better Shell Smash sweeper than Mega Barbaracle. First of all, you get to use White Herb. White Herb exists in the game, right? If I'm not tripping, White Herb exists in... Yes, it does. So, yeah, you can use White Herb, negate those defense drops that you get from using Shell Smash. And Rock Water generally is a better typing than Rock Fighting. First of all, you are not weak to common priority moves like Bullet Punch and Aqua Jet. Being a water type makes them neutral. And on the other hand, Mega Barbaracle is actually a rock fighting type, which is weak to priority, and it can't even run White Herb, right? So like you're lowering your defenses after killing Cell Smash, and you're making yourself vulnerable to those super effective priority moves even more, right? So yeah, I don't know. Like adding a fighting type kind of just adds more weaknesses to Barbaracle because you're weak to ground and steel already, and the ground, steel, water and grass already, and then you are weak to now you're weak to psychic and fairy as well. It does negate the flying weakness, but it doesn't really matter. I don't know, I don't think rock fighting is a good typing. Rock water is better. Obviously getting the attack raise and speed raise by becoming mega is great. Like a base 140 attack is nothing to scoff at, but still I feel like maybe like you can use Barbaracle as like a inside with webs and run SD instead of Shell Smash, maybe, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'll just put both of these Pokemon in B tier for now. I'm trying not to disrespect the Mega, but I think Barbaracle is way better. Next up is Beedrill, obviously unviable. Don't even need to talk about the Pokemon. Mega Beedrill, I haven't seen any. And even if I had, I don't think I would rank it any higher than C. I would put it in D tier if that was possible. But that's not here, so I'm just gonna put it in Heaven C. Next up is Blastoise. I think this Pokemon can have some reach as rapid spinning. I'm just gonna put it in B tier. Like it's not the best, but like it can do something, and obviously it can be a Shell Smash sweeper that can use White Herb. So yeah, there's definitely that niche there. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in P tier. Next up, Camerupt. Regular Camerupt is definitely unviable. Mega Camerupt can work in Trick Room, but I have not seen any, so I'm just gonna put this here. Carbink maybe can do something with Iron Defense Body Press. I have not seen it, so I'm not gonna think too much about it. Next up is Chandelure, and I personally think Chandelure is pretty good in the metagame. Like it's even Mega Chandelure, like its offensive start is great. It can run things like Trick with Choice Scarf. It can have speed control. It can be a breaker with Choice Specs. Ghost is always a good typing, especially for spin blocking. It has a good ability in Flash Fire, and Mega Chandelure gets Magic Guard, which is even better for a Pokemon like this. It has things like Wisp that can cripple common switches that might want to wall it, and like T-Tar, obviously a Tyranitar, you can burn the Tyranitar and maybe survive a pursuit next turn and stuff like that, right? So yeah, Mega Chandelure gets a boost in speed. It can't run Scarf, which I feel like kind of is a drawback, but at the same time just getting that boost in attack and speed is really good. So I'm gonna put those in A tier. I have not used Mega Chandelure that much, but I do find it pretty annoying whenever I face it. So yeah, I'm gonna put both of them in A tier. Next up is Charizard, obviously unviable. You can never use a regular Charizard aside from Sun with solar power and choice specs. I did that in Gen 9 OU once. If you haven't watched my video, it's pretty old, but it's still super fun. And Mega Charizard X and Y are kind of like those Pokemon that even if they're not getting used right now, they'll still always be at the top, right? The tier does not have any answers to this thing's stab combination. Water Fairy doesn't exist. Okay, Mega Altaria does. Yes, Mega Altaria does. My bad, but Mega Altaria is not getting used either. So like this Pokemon kind of obliterates the entire meta. And SDDD is amazing. Tough Claws is amazing. Like it can't get burned, which is crazy for like a physical attacker, right? So yeah, this Pokemon is always gonna be at the top, even if it's not getting any usage right now. It's still amazing. Same goes for Charizard Y. There are not a lot of good, specially bulky Pokemon in the tier. Like the bulkiest thing I can think about is like Goodra or Goodra Hisui both, and then like a Hoopa or like a Mega Floette or something. And most of those Pokemon don't appreciate getting hit by a flamethrower. Like a regular Goodra with AV Curd, but like yeah, even that Pokemon isn't the best Pokemon in the tier, right? Goodra Hisui is used a lot more because of its steel typing and having that stab heavy slam. Next up is Chestnut. Ooh, one of my favorite Pokemon. I love this Pokemon's design. Chestnut is just so cool, and I love Mega Chestnut. I'm gonna put Mega Chestnut in A tier. I think Mega Chestnut is amazing. I used it. I made a video too. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But like yeah, it's the bulk it gets is incredible. It's probably one of the bulkiest megas out there. Base 172 defense, 115 defense, and you have a good amount of HP. I don't remember the stat, but like it gets stab body presses, it gets spike, leech seed, recovery in synthesis, and it can also set up with like bulk up and stuff and become really powerful if you want to. But in general, just being a spike setter that has like in the tier has an ability that can kind of that is basically bulletproof plus iron bombs. It's called protective thorns. So like yeah, like great, right? Bulletproof in general is kind of a good ability because you get immunities to some of the moves in the tier like Shadow Ball or Focus Blast and things like that. So you can do a lot with this Pokemon, I feel like. And Chestnut regular kind of sits in the same boat, but I personally have kind of a bias for Mega Chestnut. It doesn't get used as much, but I think it's really good and people should use it. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in A. I'm gonna put this Chestnut in B. Both of them are amazing mods though. Definitely amazing mods. Next up is Cloyster. I'm gonna put this thing in C. I think it can have some usage in the tier. I haven't seen it, but I don't want to put this here because like Mega Launcher and Specs, you add Mega Launcher with Specs, I think you can do a lot with it. It also has coverage, right? It gets Aura Spear if you want to hit something like Goodra. And it gets Dark Pulse if you want to hit Slowking, Slow Twins, any kind of Slowbro or Slowking. So like yeah, it definitely has coverage. Next up is Clefable. This Pokemon goes up to S tier. You know, Magic Guard always will be the best ability ever. Unaware is great, the only Unaware user in the tier. At least the only one I know of. I don't think anybody else has Unaware. But yeah, Stealth Rock setting, T-Wave, Wish Protect, Teleport, being able to work as both physical and special tank, being able to use Life Orb and become like an offensive Pokemon that has insane coverage with Flamethrower, Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, and Fairy Stab is always great. So like a lot of Calm Mind, Setup Sweeper. Obviously you can do setup sweeping with this thing. It learns Trick, it learns Healing Wish. Like this thing's utility is off the charts, right? Mega Clefable, I don't know, I have not seen a single Mega Clefable so far. The only niche I can see is like use it in Sticky Web with like air/flinching light because it gets Serene Grace, but I think Mega Clefable is extremely awful. Like if they don't give this thing Magic Guard when actual abilities come out, this is gonna be the biggest disappointment ever, right? Nobody's gonna use this Pokemon. It's gonna be horrible. Next up is Dadan. I mean, it's unviable. Even Delibird is okay. You know what? Maybe Delibird has some niche because it learns Destiny Bond and Spikes. I don't know. I might be tripping, but I feel like that Delibird can do something. It does learn Spike. It does learn Memento. It does learn Destiny Bond. It gets Defog too. Hello? It gets Defog as well. Maybe Delibird can do something. I'm not gonna disrespect just because of Delibert's move pool, utility move pool. I'm gonna put this in haven't seen and not in unviable. Next up is Delphox. Regular Delphox, I don't think it's that good. You would like maybe it can work, but I don't think you should use it. Might even put it in unviable. I don't know, but like yeah, I would put this in C tier. Delphox though, ooh, Delphox might be A tier. It's actually pretty annoying to face if you think about it, right? Obviously, it has to choose between running Grass Knot and Focus Blast. Grass Knot is for Slow Bro and Slow King, and Focus Blast is for Predator. Obviously, Grass Knot can hit T-Tar too, but it never KOs a T-Tar. So in sand, so like yeah, you can choose. But thing is, like you can pair it with a Pursuit Trap, a lower Slow King and stuff, so that they go down to like a Fire Blast or something, and then you can you can run Focus Blast and stuff, or just lower T-Tar and then get it in Grass Knot range. So it's like amazing. It's not S tier because of its weakness to Stealth Rock, but aside from that, special attack start is crazy. Nasty Plot is great. It has good moves like Fire Blast, Psy Shock, Psychic, Focus Blast, Grass Knot, and all that. It also learns Wisp, I believe. You can definitely run Wisp and do something with that. So yeah, it has good special bulk. So yeah, definitely deserve to be in S tier. And in general, as I said before too, there are not a lot of good, especially bulky Pokemon. And a Pokemon as powerful as that with a really powerful Fire Stab, you can't really do much other than Slow King, and then it has a Grass Knot. So yeah. Next up is Diancie. Well, Diancie has some niche as a Trick Room setter. I'm not gonna give too much thoughts to it, but yeah, it can run a Trick Room. Mega Diancie though, A tier, right? Mega Diancie is actually gonna be S tier. Nobody is using it right now, but you cannot deny the fact that Diancie is Diancie. Mega Diancie is crazy. This Pokemon is crazy good. Fairy typing is good. Obviously, it's weak to Bullet Punch, 4 times weak to Steel and Bullet Punch, but like Mystical Fire, Earth Power, Power Gem, and then Moonblast, you don't really need anything else than that. It has Spikes, it has Endeavor, it has Stealth Rock, and then you also have things like Calm Mind that you can run on this thing, and it would be amazing. I could put this in Haven't Seen because I have not seen a single Mega Diancie, but I know it would be S tier. Like I know this Pokemon would be S tier, but for the sake of the metagame and like current metagame, I'll put this in Haven't Seen because I have not seen a single Mega Diancie. Next up is Diggersby. This Pokemon is B tier. I think it's good. Huge Power is always an amazing ability. It can do a lot. It's kind of a breaker, right? Earthquake, Return, Fire Punch so that you can hit Skarmory. It can run Scarf. I think it gets U-turn too. It has priority in quick attack. So like generally, you know what Diggersby does. It's good. Next up is Dragalge. I don't think you would ever run a regular Dragalge. I think it would be pretty bad, a regular Dragalge. But Mega Dragalge though, ooh, that thing is really annoying. That thing is really annoying. I really kind of want to put this in A tier, not gonna lie. Maybe, honestly, maybe I overestimate Chandelure. I think I'm gonna put these Pokemon in B tier. I'm gonna force these Pokemon down in B tier. And for the sake of it, for the sake of keeping it keeping it relevant, because I don't wanna make a tier list on my speculations. I'd rather make a tier list about what I know. I'm gonna push Charizard Y down because I have not seen a single Charizard Y. I have seen Charizard X, but I have not seen a single Charizard Y. If I'm putting Diancie there, might as well put Charizard Y down there as well. And then yeah, I think Chandelure and Mega Chandelure are kind of top B. The only thing keeping them down here is the fact that they don't have speed, right? Base 100 in this metagame is good, but it's not the best. And then next up is Dragonite. Easily S tier. This Pokemon is just too good. Just too good. Insane coverage. Setup sweeping, priority, defog, Dragon Tail. It has bulk, multi-scale is great. It has roost, and you can run mixed attackers, right? With like Thunderbolt. I faced a player using Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt, Earthquake, and Extreme Speed, and I found that set to be so annoying. I was struggling against it, right? I was struggling against that set. So yeah, it's great. Dragonite is just S tier. Mega Dragonite, I'm gonna put this in A. I'm not gonna put this in S because of like it kind of does get like it needs situations to get going. Yeah, you can't just bring this Pokemon in and start attacking. That's not gonna work. You have to like make way for this to work. Lower the specially defensive tanks, things like Slowking and both Slowkings and Gudras and stuff. So you have to make way, you have to set up a bit agility, otherwise you're gonna get revenge kill because you don't have multi-scale. You're weak to stealth rock because of that as well, because you can't run heavy duty boots. So like things like that does hinder it. I might put this in B tier too. Actually, I might put this in B tier. I think, yeah, actually might put this in B tier. I don't think it's as good as these guys. I don't think it's as good as these guys. Next up is Rampa. Regular Rampa is probably unviable, and I have not seen a single Mega Rampa, so I really don't have any opinions on that. Regular Electros is pretty bad. Honestly, I'd say I'd even go further as to say regular Electros is unviable. But Mega Electros is pretty annoying. I'm gonna put this in B tier. I think Mega Electros deserves to be in B. It like whenever I faced Electros in any of my videos, if you have watched them, I've always said I hate facing this Pokemon because it's so annoying. Its coverage is really annoying. It can run both physical and special attacks. Its move pool is crazy. It gets Giga Drain, Close Combat, Knockoff, Giga Drain, Flamethrower, electric moves, Volt Switch. Like it can even run things like Coil or Bulk Up, just be annoying like that. Like it's really good, and its ability Levitate plus special attack boost is crazy, right? Like regular answers just don't work. It obliterates them. The only thing keeping it at bay is that it doesn't have recovery, and it's kind of frail. So like it gets revenge kill. It's weak to stealth rock and stuff. Every time it comes in, it takes stealth rock, things like that. I might have to add another tier in here because I don't think these Pokemon belong in the same tier as things like, I don't know, Mega Bennett, things like Mega Bennett. I might push this thing down in C tier. Mega Bennett has its niche. It's kind of similar to Absol, where like if you want to use it, you can use it, but it's not a good Pokemon by any means. Next up is Emboar. I think regular Emboar is pretty bad. I have not seen a single one anyway, but I don't think it's unviable, but I have not seen a single one. Mega Emboar is kind of C tier. I don't think it's that good, but like, yeah, there was Pokemon's video where he used it, right, with webs. I didn't watch the video. I didn't watch the video completely, so I don't know if this Pokemon performed well, but like, yeah, like it's powerful. It doesn't get burned. It has priority. Supreme Overload is a good ability. So like, yeah, you can probably make it work. Next up is Emolga, unviable. No question. Espeon has some niche with being Magic Mouse, but not the best Pokemon. I'm gonna put this in C. Excadrill, we talked about it before as well. This thing is S tier. If there was an S plus category, I would put this up there. I might, you know what? I'm gonna add it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna add it. I guess we'll keep the color yellow. It doesn't really matter what color it is. And I'm gonna push Excadrill and Greninja up here. I'm gonna push these guys up here. These guys are just too good, man. These guys are just too fucking good. Excadrill, I already talked about it at the start of the video. It has multiple roles it can fill. The best rapid spinner in the tier, Stealth Rock Setter, Scarf User, Setup Sweeper with rapid spin and Swords Dance. Iron flinches are amazing. Its typing is great. It gives you 2 immunities, and Steel Ground is one of the best defensive typings ever. Only being weak to water, fire, fighting, and ground. Okay, that's a lot of weaknesses, but still, there's a lot of resistances as well. So yeah, great Pokemon. Next up, we have Mega Excadrill. I have not seen a single Mega Excadrill, so I'm not gonna rank it. Phalanx. It has some niche. I guess you can run a regular Phalanx. Mega Phalanx probably sits in the same category as this. The reason being, Mega Phalanx is good on paper, but when you consider its ability and it gets the fact that its ability gives it 3 hits, which isn't that good of a bonus outside of like breaking sash and stuff. but it gives you 3 pairs of Rocky Helmet chip if you happen to hit like a Skarmory with Rocky Helmet or a Garchomp, right? So that makes it worse. That makes it infinitely worse than a regular Phalanx in my opinion. But yeah, its speed and power and bulk is really good. Obviously, it has good coverage as well. With no retreat, you get knock off Rock Slide, Iron Head. You have to choose between the three, but you can run them and check some of your do damage to some of your answers. But yeah, I'm not gonna rank this Pokemon any higher though. I don't think it's that good. Next up is Feraligatr. Regular Feraligatr is good. I can probably put this in C tier. Like, it's not as bad. I've not seen it being used that much, but I respect it. Mega Feraligatr though definitely goes up to, in my opinion, it goes up to A tier. I think Mega Feraligatr is ignored right now. It's really good. It's really powerful. As I said when I made a video about it too, there's no Pokemon that actually resist its stab combination other than Mega Altaria and Mega Meganium, and both of those Pokemon you can hit with Iron Tail. So like SD 3 attacks Iron Tail or Dragon Dance 3 attacks with Iron Tail is just crazy good. You can also run Scale Shot. I faced a Scale Shot for Alligator and I was struggling to KO it because I had like bullet punch and stuff, so I had to like sack 3 Pokemon to Scale Shot and make it lower its defense like 3 times so that I can knock it out with priority. Like its defense is really high, and the fact that Dragon's Maw Dragon Claw obliterates Pokemon that don't resist it. Like things like defensive Slowking don't even stand a chance. This is basically the best breaker in the tier. Next up is Flareon. Easily the most unviable Pokemon I've ever seen. Regular Floette, I have not seen a single regular Floette. I don't think it would work anyway. Mega Floette though, ooh, this thing goes in A tier. Really annoying Pokemon. Oh my god, this Pokemon is so annoying. Its ability is crazy. They're actually nerfing its ability. I haven't seen the result. It was supposed to go out like a couple of hours ago today. But like yeah, this thing's ability, Anjay, healing itself every turn so that it can run like Protect Sub with Calm Mind Moonblast. It gets Synthesis, it gets Wish. Like you can run things like Light of Ruin, which is a really powerful move. Stab Fairy moves are always good. The only thing that keeps it from being the best Pokemon in the tier is like it doesn't have good coverage. But sometimes it doesn't need coverage. I have gotten swept by a Floette that just kept setting Calm Mind and it was max defense and max HP and I couldn't KO it. So yeah, I am kind of scared of this Pokemon and its ability, so A tier for sure. Florges, C tier, it can do something. Actually, I'm gonna push Feraligatr and Phalanx up to B tier. I think they're good. Yeah, I shouldn't disrespect Mega Phalanx like that. It's definitely there. It can do stuff. Florges stays in C tier. Frostlass, I haven't seen a single Frostlass. It can do stuff with Destiny Bond spikes, but I don't really want to rank it. Mega Frostlass though, I have not seen it work. I don't know. I'm gonna put this in C tier. I literally have not seen Mega Frostlass do anything. Like I have faced them, but they've always been KO'd by my Pokemon and never got a chance to do something. So I don't know how good this Pokemon is. Next up is Farfro, pretty unviable. Don't even want to think about it. Gallade, a B tier Pokemon, but Mega Gallade is probably should be banned. Okay, I didn't think I would put a Pokemon in here, but yeah, now I did. Mega Gallade is broken. It actually is really broken. Just getting sharpness and then you can run SD, you have priority, you can run 4 attacks, you don't even need SD. Psycho Cut, Sacred Sword, Night Slash just does the job. You can even run things like Aqua Cutter if you're feeling really nasty, and then you have agility. I faced adamant agility Gallade earlier today and I actually got swept. So yeah, this Pokemon actually is broken. Garbodor, maybe it can do something, but I have not seen it. Like it gets spikes and toxic spikes and poison typing is good, but like yeah, no, I'm not gonna rank that. Garchomp easily S tier. Hazard setting, mixed attacking, setup sweeping, breaking, everything. This thing can do everything. Good typing, good offensive typing, good move pool. with fire, having fire blast and iron hand and things like that, scale shot. So like yeah, it can run sash, it can run life orb, it can be uh, physically bulky, it can even be especially bulky. The tier doesn't need a specially bulky Garchomp, but you can run it. I mean, nobody's stopping you. And yeah, so easily an S tier Pokemon. Mega Garchomp. I don't think Mega Garchomp's good. I'm gonna put this in C. Like, you can use it in sand, but other than that, I don't think you can justify using a Mega Garchomp ever. Gardevoir. I actually like Gardevoir a lot. I think Gardevoir is... I'm gonna put this in A tier. I think... I don't know. Maybe B tier. Maybe B tier. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this with Gallade. It's kind of in the same boat as Gallade, where like... I don't know if their speed is same, but like yeah, you can run Specs and Scarf, you can run Trick with it, and like it's good. It has Trace, its move pool is good with Psychic, Moonblast, and Mystical Fire, and then you get an added bonus of like Healing Vision stuff. So like yeah, it's a cool mod. I like running a Scarf Gardevoir for sure. Mega Gardevoir, I have not seen a single Mega Gardevoir, so I'm not gonna rank it. It's probably good in the meta. Like it probably will be like B tier or C tier maybe. Not C tier, that's a disrespect. It definitely will be B tier, but I have not seen one, so I'm not gonna rank it. Gengar, ooh, A tier Pokemon. I love Gengar. Scarf Gengar is my favorite in the tier. Scarf Gengar is literally my favorite Scarfer in the tier. I just love it. Poison type, absorbs T-Spike, blocks spin really fast. I've been spamming Modest Gengar with Scarf because there are not a lot of Scarfers or fast Pokemon in the tier that are faster than a Scarf Gren, and like things like Scarf Greninja are naturally faster anyway, so there's no point in running Timid. So yeah, I just go Modest. It gets a great power boost because of Modest. Its start hits 394, which is amazing. And Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast are good offensive moves. It has great utility moves in Wisp, Destiny Bond, Taunt, Encore, and T-Wave, and Trick, of course, with Choice Specs or Choice Scarf. So just in general a great Pokemon. I love Mega Gengar. Glaceon, pretty unviable. I don't think you can justify using that Pokemon. Clearly haven't seen, like, this thing gets spikes and stuff, so I don't want to put this in unviable, but yeah, haven't seen any. Nor have I seen Mega Glalie. Gogurt, unviable. Probably the worst Pokemon ever created, not gonna lie. Yeah, literally the worst Pokemon ever created. I've tried using a bulk up Gogurt before and it never does anything actually. Next up is Goodra. I'd say Goodra is like B tier. Maybe C tier, I don't know. I haven't really seen any regular Goodras. I'm gonna put this in C tier right now. Like, you can use it, maybe you can make it work, but yeah, not the best. Hisuian Goodra though definitely goes up to A tier. Amazing tank, and I just found out the set that was used by Ox the Fox, who hit rank 1 on the ladder, and they were running 3 attacks with Life Dew. Life Dew basically heals you by 25% of your health, which is crazy for a Pokemon that bulky. Like, you switch in on a Greninja clicking Dark Pulse, you take like 25% damage, and then it switches out, you just clicking Dive Dew and get all of it back. So like, great. I've used Protect Leftover set, which is really good too. It has good move pool in Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Draco Meteor, Heavy Slam, Knockoff, Dragon Tail. Amazing moves, really bulky, powerful on the special and physical side both. Good ability in Gooey. Sapsipper is kind of good too, but there are not a lot of grass types in the tier, so that you don't really need to run Sapsipper, but the Gooey is good. Gooey actually comes in clutch a lot in certain situations, so that is pretty cool. Gorgeist, easily A tier. Actually the best spin blocker in the tier. Literally the best spin blocker in the tier. Nothing's better than this guy. It's just too good. Too good. Insanely physically bulky. Wisp, Leaf Seed is crazy. Poltergeist Shadow Sneak is crazy. And yeah, I run Scarf Gorgeist, right? Scarf Gorgeist is actually underrated. I love Scarf Gorgeist. It's so good. You get powerful moves like Power Whip and Poltergeist. You can run Trick, and you can run Wisp as your 4th move, or Shadow Sneak. I mean, it just works. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. Next up is Gyarados. It has niche. I'm gonna put this in B tier. People use a lot of like T-Wave Taunt, especially defensive Gyarados set. I personally think those sets aren't that great, but people do use it and I can see the value in it. Like, so yeah, like, sure, I'm gonna put this in B. Mega Gyarados, probably B as well. I could justify putting it in A tier, but I'm not sure. Like, I have not seen Mega Gyarados being used that much, and whenever I've seen it, like my Chestnut has walled it, or my Skarmory has walled it, or my Gyarados has phased it out. Not my Gyarados, my Garchomp has phased it out. So like, I don't know. I'm just gonna put this in B tier, right above Mega regular Gyarados. Next up is Holocha. There are no terrain setters in the tier, so like regular Holocha is basically nowhere to be seen. Like nobody's using a regular Holocha. Mega Holocha though, after using it recently in a video, I'd say it's B tier. I think it can do better, but its ability kind of sucks right now. I don't know if they would change, considering changing its ability and giving it like Mold Breaker, that would be amazing. But for now, I'm gonna keep this in B tier. Heliolisk, it has some niche. I'm gonna put this in C. Like, yeah, I've seen Heliolisk being used. It has kind of good. It has decent coverage with Focus Blast and Surf and Volt Switch. Like, it's decently fast with 109 base speed, but like other than that, not the best. It has immunity to ghost moves, which is cool, and dry skin as well, so immunity to water moves as well if you want to run that. So like, yeah, definitely has some niche. Heracross, I have not seen a single Heracross. I have not seen a single Mega Heracross. Hippowdon, I actually have not seen a single Hippowdon either. I actually have not seen a single Hippowdon. I don't think Hippowdon's good in the tier. I don't think it's good in the tier. Even if I were to rank it, I would put this in C tier. I think Hippowdon's a really like big momentum sink in the tier right now. When you have Pokemon, basically every new Mega can set up. You don't really have a leeway of running a Pokemon that is as slow as Hippowdon, I guess basically I'm trying to say, because it doesn't really do anything. You know, it will get chipped down by things like a Mega Skarmory clicking SD and clicking Brave Bird on it, and the best thing it can do is like just I don't know, just force it out with Whirlwind, but it's still gonna take the damage, right? Next up is Hoopa. I have not seen a single Hoopa. Hoopa U is actually A tier. Amazing breaker. I'm good Scarf user. Dark type is always nice. It learns knockoff. AV sets are great. Kind of a pain, not gonna lie, kind of a pain to face. And like it has trick, which is pretty cool. And the fact that you can run both special and physical Hoopas, so you kind of most of the time it keeps you guessing what Hoopa the opponent will have. And like mixed sets are always the most annoying to face, because you can run like knockoff, gunk shot, drain punch, and thunderbolt, and now you can't go Skarmory because you're gonna get hit by thunderbolt next turn. So like, really good Pokemon. Next up is Houndoom, probably unviable. Mega Houndoom, haven't seen any. Jolteon, I think Jolteon has some niche. I'm gonna put this in C tier. Like, it's good, fast, powerful Pokemon. Does get walled by Excadrill, but like, yeah, you can run Shadow Ball and stuff and do something maybe. Kangaskhan, probably unviable. Klefki, can justify putting it in B tier, but it's a good spike setter, right? Good Thunder Wave user, I guess you could say. Just cool Pokemon, I guess. Next up, Crocodile. I'll put this in B tier as well. I don't think Crocodile's quite A, but it's good. Actually, you know, Klefki goes to C. Yeah, I think Klefki goes to C. I think I have to add a B plus tier. I actually have to add a B plus tier. This is not gonna work. Yeah, I actually have to add a B plus tier here. B plus. Yeah, there's just some Pokemon that I can't justify putting with other Pokemons in this tier. So things like Mega Chandelure, Mega Dragalge, Mega Dragonite, Crocodile will go in B plus tier. Chestnut, because these Pokemon have results, are regularly used in the tier, are pretty good at what they do. You know, these Pokemon are good. Maybe Chandelure too. I think so. Everything else I think is fine with B. But like, yeah, these guys are definitely B plus. They're good. Might even put Diggersby in B plus actually. I think Diggersby is pretty good. I think so. Yeah. This seems a lot better right now. Actually, I'm gonna push Mega Feraligatr down to B plus. Yeah, that feels right. Next up is Leafeon, heavily unviable. Lopunny, regular Lopunny is very unviable. Mega Lob is, uh, if not A tier, it's definitely B plus, right? Like it's good. SD and getting access to SD and Mark Punch made it infinitely better. And the fact that you can't get intimidated anymore because Scrappy was changed in Generation 8, I think. So, like, yeah, just crazy Pokemon. It has coverage, it's really powerful. It's the second fastest Pokemon after Mega Greninja. It has priority. Ghost Scrappy just makes it amazing so that it can hit things like Gourgeist and Aegislash. Doesn't really have any resistances to it because you can basically hit everything with like normal type moves, and only things that resist normal types are rock and steel. And yeah, like fighting beats both rock and steel, so you basically can't have a type that can resist both fighting and normal. So you know basically no resistances to the stab combination of this Pokemon. Next up is Lucario. I have not seen a single Lucario, I'm not gonna rank it. Nor have I seen any Machamps. Malamar probably can do something. I'm gonna put both Malamar and Mega Malamar in the same boat in C tier. They can do something, but I have not seen them do anything. But they can do something. There was one game where I was swept by a Mega Malamar when I was using Sticky Web. I kind of gave it a speed boost and then it kept clicking superpower. So like yeah, it can definitely do something if the situation is right. Manectric, bad. Mega Manectric. I would say Mega Manectric is unviable. Actually unviable. You just can't do anything to ground types anymore now that you don't have HPIs. You just can't. It literally can't do anything to ground types without HPIs. It's just unviable AF. Like really just unviable AF. Mega Manectric has no move pool. Like no move pool outside of HPIs. Its move pool is horrible. You can run Hyper Voice. Yeah, you can run Hyper Voice. Ooh, that's great. Yeah, horrible move pool. Unviable. Mawile. Regular Mawile is probably unviable. Mega Mawile, I have not seen a single one. Medicham, I have not seen any Medichams or Mega Medichams, so I'm not gonna give too much thought. I mean, Mega Medicham's probably B tier, like it's cool. Aegislash exists, you kind of have to run Fire Punch, but other than that, it's cool. I have not seen a single regular Medicham. Meganium, unviable. Mega Meganium, probably C tier. I don't think it's good. As much as I hate to say it, like I love the fact that Meganium got a Mega that's a Fairy type, but unless it gets Draining Kiss and Triage, it's not gonna do anything. So yes, C tier. I can't justify putting it in B, like it doesn't have results. Next up is Meowstic. Obviously because of Prankster, this Pokemon is going all the way up to B+, the best hazard setter there is, and taunt user, T-Wave user and all that. This thing haven't seen a single, I don't know if this is female or that one is female, but whichever has Prankster is better, the other one who has competitive doesn't get used. Metagross. Metagross actually is pretty good. I think I'm gonna put this in B tier. Yeah, it's good. You can use Mega Metagross, do stuff, maybe even B+, but as I have not used it and I've not seen it being used that much, I'm gonna keep it in B. Noivern, I think it can have some niche. It does have the coverage, it does learn defog, it's kind of fast, so I'm gonna keep this in C tier. Pangoro, I have not seen a single Pangoro. I'm gonna put this in an unviable though. It's a powerful Pokemon for sure. Pidgeot, unviable. Mega Pidgeot, haven't seen any. Pinsir, haven't seen. Mega Pinsir, haven't seen. Pyroar, unviable. Yeah, regular Pyroar is pretty unviable, but Mega Pyroar, ooh, I would put Mega Pyroar in C. I don't think it's that good, unfortunately. Even with Drought, I might have to prove myself wrong by using it more, but for now, I don't think it's that good. I've tried using 3 attacks taunt Pyroar, but it wasn't as impressive as I thought it would be. Raichu. I don't think it's unviable, but I have not seen a single one, so can't really justify putting them. I'm very excited to see what Mega Raichus are going to be. My guess is that Mega Raichu X is electric fighting and Mega Raichu Y is electric fairy, but we'll see. We'll see. Next up is Rose Raid. Rose Raid is C tier. I think it can do something. It's good with like T Spike, and T Spike absorbing, and it's kind of powerful with Leaf Storm. But like, yeah, getting losing HP Fire was big for this Pokemon. So I don't know how well this thing will do, but like, yeah, I like Rose Raid. Kind of a biased opinion here as well, but I'm gonna put this in C. Sableye. I actually face Sableye and it can be pretty annoying. I'm gonna put Sableye in B. I face Sableye. Yeah, that thing's annoying. Mega Sableye too, same thing. Both of these Pokemon are annoying, can be annoying. B tier. It's like the perfect sweet spot for these Pokemon where these Pokemon don't fit in every team, but they are good in their own niche. Salamence. Have not seen a single Salamence. Scizor is definitely A tier. No doubt about it. Scizor is easily A tier. Amazing priority, powerful Pokemon, knockoff Pursuit is great. People need to use Pursuit Scizor more. It's an excellent Pursuit user. And yeah, SD and all that. Can even run Scarf if you're really feeling nasty, but not the best Scarf user. But Defog. Defog is actually a pretty big utility that it gets. Mega Scizor is kind of in the same boat, but I'm gonna put it. I'm not seeing many Mega Scizors, to be honest. I can't put it up any like tier above. I have not seen this Pokemon at all. Scolipede. I have not seen a single regular Scolipede. Mega Scolipede, I've seen it, and I'd say like you can do something with it because now that it has tinted lens, it can definitely do something. But yeah, not the best Pokemon because of the speed drop. Next up is Scrafty. I've actually seen a lot of Scrafties with parting shot and stuff, and though that Pokemon is annoying, kind of in the same boat as Sableye, where it can do good things with what it can do, like knock off parting shot, rest with Shat Snake, and intimidate obviously is kind of nice. And Mega Scrafty is kind of in the same position where like there was one Mega Scrafty that was like bulk up, drain punch, knock off, and rest with Shed Skin, and I was struggling to beat it because I had to rely on like my Talonflame burning it and Shed Skin not activating. Because if it activated every time, I probably would have lost that game. Next up, Sharpedo. Sharpedo actually has some niche. I've seen it being used. I'm gonna put this in like C tier. I think that's fine. Mega Sharpedo, on the other hand, I've not seen a single one. Sharpedo, C tier. Simipour, probably unviable. Simisage, unviable. Simisage, unviable. These Pokemon just suck, man. These Pokemon just suck. You can't justify using these Pokemon at all.
5 minutes later.
Alright, so after thinking for a while, I decided to actually add more tiers because I couldn't justify putting some Pokemon with some other Pokemon in the same tier. There are a lot of Pokemon, so yeah, I felt the need that there needs to be some division between these Pokemon. Obviously, there's the S plus tier. I also changed the color of the tiers, by the way. Obviously, there's the S plus tier. Greninja and Excadrill is in there. S is pretty much the same. I added a A plus category, pushed Gengar, Goodra, Gourgeist, Crocodile, and Scizor up there because I think these Pokemon are really good at what they do, and like their usage is more than what Pokemon that are in the 8 category. And I also brought Diancie back up. I did put this in haven't seen category, but with Diancie, I was like, even though I have not seen this Pokemon being used, I know it's going to be good. It's just that Pokemon. Mega Diancie is just insane. It will always be insane. Unless its move pool gets heavily nerfed, which is not gonna happen. So yeah, I brought Mega Diancie up back to A tier. And then I added a B plus category, pushed Chandelure up there, and kept Chandelure Mega in B because I do think being able to use choice items, being able to increase your speed and use things like Trick has more value than being a Mega that is, considering the metagame is pretty slow. Like base 100 is not the best speed tier. Like it's good obviously, but it's not the best when you have Pokemon that are as fast as Delphox, Greninja, Gengar, I don't know, Alakazam, things like that. So yeah, that's why I just put this here. Brought Charizard back up as well, same thing as Niancy. I couldn't justify putting it in haven't seen, because I know it's going to be decent or good. But yeah, I just put this in B plus category. These Pokemon are in B plus. I added a D category as well to add these Pokemon below C ones, because I feel like all of these Pokemon in the C tier can have some use, or like there's something they can do, but these Pokemon are just bad. These Pokemon are just bad. Even if you try to use them, I feel like you're just gonna get disappointed. Like, I love Roserade, but without Hidden Power Fire, this Pokemon is absolutely useless. Only thing you would ever run this thing for is Toxic Spikes, and there's probably better options like Slowking Galarian. And I also pushed Mega Clefable down because I don't know. I think this Pokemon is just horrible. this Mega is just horrible. I don't know. Maybe someone will prove. Maybe if I see a team that has performed well, it will change my mind. But I think this Pokemon is horrible. And yeah, I did. And yeah, I also pushed Gyarados, and Mega Gyarados a little up there, because like I thought about it for a while, and I thought, it is getting some usage, and like Intimidate and Taunt, T-Wave is kind of annoying, so it also gets detailed. So like, yeah, I figured, I'll add it here, and Mega Gyarados up there, because it does get Taunt, and it's a Water Dark type, which is a really good defensive typing. So yeah, and basically rest of the things are pretty same. I may have changed a couple of things here and there, which you may notice, but basically it's just to create division. I like my thought process about those Pokemon have not changed. I also added some Pokemon that I may have ranked up there in here, like Barbaracle. I was ranking this Pokemon B, but like I have not really seen a single regular Barbaracle. I know it could, like, my thought process about like Rock Water being a better typing and it being a better Shell Smash user is obviously there, but yeah, like haven't seen it, so like I just moved this down here. And yeah, obviously unviable Pokemon are pretty much the same. So let's move on. The next Pokemon is Skarmory, and this Pokemon is one of the best. I'm gonna take this all the way up to S plus tier. This Pokemon is the best defensive tank in the tier right now, and its utility is insane. It's got spikes, it's got stealth rock, it's got defog, it's got whirlwind, it's got counter. Iron defense body press is always amazing. You can always use like a Spadef Skarmory, that would also work. And it's just sturdy is amazing. Like, it's just a good Pokemon. It's an amazing Pokemon. I'm gonna put it in S tier. You know what Skarmory does, it's just great. Then we have Mega Skarmory, and I love Mega Skarmory. I think it's one of the best Megas released, like on the basis of like the form change from Skarmory to Mega Skarmory. Obviously, I don't like the golden color. I think the golden color is pretty bad, but the starts, like, it's just starts are insane. There's nothing bad about Mega Skarmory starts, and I'm gonna rank this in A tier. Actually, A plus. Maybe not. No, A tier is fine. Yeah, I think A tier is fine. A tier for Mega Skarmory is fine. I don't think I should put this in A plus because of the fact that Skarmory itself kind of walls a Skarmory. There is the fact that you could run Brave Bird Taunt if you really want to get rid of the opposing Skarmory. I tried Roost, but Brave Bird Taunt could work. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it is A plus. Maybe this Pokemon is A plus. Like, my experience with this Pokemon has been insane. Like, it's so good. This Pokemon is so good. I love this Pokemon actually. Yeah, it might be A plus. What's better, Mega Charizard X or Mega Skarmory? Well, if I think in like if I think like that, then you know what, maybe not. It does have more speed, but this thing gets Dragon Dance. It cannot get burned, so you know what, maybe A is fine for Mega Skarmory. A is fine. If I compare it to Charizard X, I can't justify putting this A plus. So yeah, A is fine. It's still an A tier Pokemon though, like amazing Pokemon. Next up is Slowbro. This is also going into the A tier. I actually love this thing. It's really good. The main reason that it's better than the other slow twins, and I'm putting it in A tier, is because its defense allows it to not die to like knockoffs and pursuit. Like a non-banded Teeter's knockoff or pursuit is not gonna KO a max defense, max achieve Slowbro. So you're not essentially losing a mon. You can still switch this thing out and maybe regenerate it later in the game. So like That's the main that's the main point that makes me want to rank this higher. And I'm gonna rank the other slow twins and sklings. First of all, this one I have not seen a single one. Mega Slowbro, I have not seen a single Mega Slowbro. Slowking, I'm gonna put this one tier below Slowpoke. So not Slowpoke, Slowbro. So this is going in B plus. I love Slowking more than Slowbro, but yeah, I do recognize that the defense is really good. Slowking is an amazing like a Volcanion answer, which is really good, but like its defense does lack in some situations where it does die to pursuit and knockoffs. It like you kind of have to run Colberberry if you want to do this, but not with Slowbro. That's why I'm putting this in B plus. But still, like both of these Pokemon are great. Teleport, Regenerator, T-Wave, Ice Beam, Future Sight, Body Press, and Counter, and all that is just some scarred ones. Everything's amazing about these Pokemon. Amazing defensive typing. Water Psychic is great. So yeah. Next up is Slowking Galar. I'm gonna rank this one tier below Slowking because of how good Volcanion is right now. Where was Klefki actually? Hijk. Okay, it was here. So, like, the thing is that Volcanion is so common in the tier, and this thing, I've tried using it, this thing does not handle Volcanion. It gets chipped down easily, and there's not a lot of like fairy types that you want to deal with using this Pokemon. Dealing with Floette is cool, but I feel like you can, like, it. Dealing with Floette and Clefable is cool, but I feel like they can even outboost this thing. Like a Floette clicking Calm Mind and Substitute, I feel like this thing can't do much to that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's not as good as Slowking and Slowbro right now in the metagame, especially because there are not a lot of electric type Pokemon, right? So like only good electric type in the tier is Mega Electros, I think. Yeah, only good electric type in the tier is Mega Electros. So it makes these two Pokemon infinitely better as defensive tanks and answers, because yeah, you're generally just facing like water types and steel types and dragon types and things like that, so you kind of don't need Slowking as much. But this thing is still B tier, maybe even B plus. Maybe I'm dissing it too much. You know what, maybe B plus. Yeah, I think B plus is fine. Like it absorbs T-Spike, being poison type is cool. It also gets T-Spike, which is also pretty cool. A chilly reception for, like, I guess you want to, if you want to boost your ice type. So though there is not a good ice type in the tier, but yeah, uh like it doesn't get teleport like these two, so like I don't know, teleport's much better because with chili you can't use synthesis on a lot of Pokemon. That's why I prefer this Slowking, because it launches teleport. So maybe be I don't know, it's hard. I'll put it in B plus. It's okay, I'll put this in B plus. Next up is Slurpuff. This Pokemon is going in the same tier as Meowstic, that is B tier. Like it's a good sticky web setter. There's nothing else you can do with this thing. Like I don't know if people have tried belly drum sets. Maybe those can work, but not really. But yeah, overall it's kind of only used as sticky web setter, and it's a good one. So cool. You know, BT is fine. Starmie. Ooh, I definitely have respect for Rapid Spin. Oh, where was this guy? This was in D tier. Yeah, yeah. So I have respect for rapid spinners in the metagame right now. I really like rapid spinners, so I am definitely putting Starmie in the B plus category. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good rapid spinner. And Mega Starmie is going all the way up to a God, I'm messing up so much. Okay, this Mega Starmie is going all the way into the A tier. 372, I think that's what its stat is. And then you add Pure Power to this thing, and then it gets Bulk Up, it gets Recover, people can run Thunderbolt, it has a good special attack start as well, it gets Rapid Spin to raise its speed, so you can even run like Adamant, it has Aqua Jet, Priority, like everything about this Pokemon is crazy. Water Psychic isn't a bad typing either, it's the same typing as these two, so like it's defensively good as well. Like it resists Bullet Punch and Aqua Jet, you know, you don't die to, or Mark Punch like Priority, so it's hard to revenge kill this thing. There's not a lot of good Sucker Punch users aside from Ember, and there's like Thunderclap doesn't exist, obviously, like Raging Bolt isn't in the game, so like you're kind of relying on Shadow Sneak if you want to revenge kill just on the basis of priorities. So like yeah, you know, and extreme speed, so you know how good this Pokemon is. It's amazing. Starmie is kind of leaner with what it can do. Life of Starmie is obviously can do a lot. It does get Thunderbolt, which can deal a lot of damage to slow twins. So that's one added bonus. It has Ice Beam. Scarred ones are pretty cool. So like yeah, it's still a good Pokemon. Steelix, unviable. Never justify this. Can never justify this using this Pokemon. Mega Steelix probably D tier. Like I don't want to put this in unviable because just because it's a Mega, but like yeah, it's really bad. Like this Pokemon is really bad. Stunfisk, I will put this in haven't seen. I have not seen a single Stunfisk, but I don't think it's unviable. It does get Stealth Rock. It does have Static. So like it can do something. I think this one is probably unviable though. This Galarian, what it's Steel Ground, but it's just so bad that and its ability is so bad. Like yeah, you just can't use this Pokemon. It's horrible. Sylveon, I'm gonna put this thing in C tier. I think Sylveon's cool, not the best, but like you can do something with it, I guess. Talonflame, Talonflame is good. It's good. It's really fast. It has Defog, Flame Body, and Will-O-Wisp are good, and U-Turn is great. And like it has recovery, flying. Fire flying isn't the best typing, but considering the fact that there are not a lot of rock type users in the team, like there's only Tyranitar, Excadrill usually doesn't run Rock Slide. So like yeah, it can get away with what it does. I'd put this in B plus. I think that's fair for Talonflame. It's good. It's good. Trevenant, haven't seen a single one. Tyranitar, this thing is going in A plus. I love Tyranitar. This Pokemon is amazing. I'm definitely putting this in A plus. The one of like sand setting is obviously great. Its Spadef raise helps it deal so much. Like I've been using Ice Beam Tyranitar and I just Ice Beam all the Garchomp stun one. It survives moves. Pursue trapping and knockoff is always amazing, especially when it's stab. It gets T-Wave, it gets Stealth Rock. You can run Choice Band Tyranitar that can break through pretty much everything aside from Chestnut. And yeah, it's just great. Choppleberry so that you can trap things like Gengar and Alakazam effectively and Aegislash effectively. So like just a great Pokemon. I love this Pokemon. Then we have Mega Tyranitar. I have not seen a single one. Not gonna rank it. Same with Tyrantrum. Not gonna rank it. And then we have Umbreon. This Pokemon somewhat annoying. Not the best Pokemon, but like its bulk is definitely commendable, and the fact that it gets toxic. One of the few Pokemon that actually, one of the few non-poison types that actually gets toxic. So like it definitely has some niche. Wish passing is always great. Foul play makes so that physical attackers don't want to set up in front of this Pokemon. So yeah, definitely a good Pokemon. B tier. Vanillux, I have not seen a single one. It's probably not unviable because like Snow Warning and Freeze Dry and Blizzard can be cool, but yeah, I haven't seen a single one. Vaporeon is kind of in the same category as Sylveon, where like it gets walled by Volcanion. Really, like it has nothing to do to Volcanion. So like I can't really justify putting it above. Like its bulk is good, Water Absorb is a good ability, Flip Turn, Wish Passing is cool. But the moment you face a Volcanion, you're this Pokemon is just a useless piece in your team. So yeah, can't really put this thing any higher. Venusaur, haven't seen any. Mega Venusaur, haven't seen any. Victreebel, haven't seen any. Mega Victreebel, I have seen them. I'll probably put this in C tier out of respect of the Mega. I don't know if it's bad or good. I haven't used it myself. I do know that its ability is buffed in the tier, and like it can go through steel types now. So like it can hit steel types with poison moves. So that's pretty good, I guess. So yeah, I'll use it and then I'll know how good it is. Right now, I'm just gonna put this in C. Vivillon, unviable. If sleep wasn't banned, this Pokemon would have been pretty good, I think. But without sleep, this Pokemon just sucks. Volcanion is actually awesome. Volcanion is a great Pokemon. I might put Volcanion in A+. I think Volcanion is goated. It actually is goated. Like so good. Water Absorb is an amazing ability. Fire is just a good ability in the tier right now. It's so powerful because of its special attack start. You can run Choice Packs Volcanion and go through the Spadef strengths very easily. Steam Eruption burns are always annoying. My personal favorite is the Fire Spin Taunt set, so you can trap Slowking, Slowbro, Slowking Galar, Goodra, Well, not really Gudra. Gudra can chip this thing down, but Clefable, Spadef, Clefable, Florges or anything like that. Floet even. If if someone is running a like a really bulky Floet, you can trap that thing. So like yeah, just trapping in general is great. It's one of the enablers, right? Like I used a team with Mega Dragonite and trapping Volcanion, where Volcanion trapped Slow Kings and all this def Pokemon, and then Dragonite, Mega Dragonite just went insane. So like yeah, it was an amazing combination. I love this thing. It also gets Will-O-Wisp, which is great too. It's so bulky too, like it survives earthquakes from like just a little bit of bulk, and it survives earthquakes from the likes of Excadrill and Crocodile. Obviously unboosted earthquakes, like not choice band or anything like that, but yeah, like it's still really bulky. Watchog, Unviable, and Zygarde. Ooh, this is the final Pokemon. And Zygarde 10%. I'm gonna put this guy in B+. I think 1000 arrows is a really annoying move for sure. Its speed is pretty good, 361, and it has priority. Its offensive start isn't the best, and it's very frail, so I can't put this higher because it definitely gets revenge killed very easily, like by either by faster Pokemon or just priorities. So like yeah, but 1000 arrows is just a goated move, right? So yeah, like it annoys Karmary, which is one of the best tanks in the tier, but it does get walled by like a Chestnut or Mega Chestnut, so can't justify putting this any higher. And yeah, this is my tier list. You can see this here. I will also post the tier list in a community post, like the entire image, so you can, if you want to see it, like the entire image, because obviously I can't show it to you in the video. Maybe I can do this, but yeah, it's not gonna work. So yeah, this is my tier list. I definitely think Mega Greninja and Mega Galate are broken and should get banned. These 7 Pokemon are the very best in the tier. I love these Pokemon. These are really good at what they do. Like these Pokemon are also really good in the metagame, and like people sleep on Mega Chestnut. I think it's really good. More people should use Mega Chestnut. It's crazy good. And yeah, everything else seems fine to me. I don't see any mistakes in this. I don't think so. I wouldn't change anything. This would be my final tier list, I think. Yeah, definitely will be my final tier list. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what your opinions are. If you didn't really like any of my placements, don't be mad. I'm just trying to share my opinion. But yeah, do like let me know what you think about all of these Pokemon, about the tier itself, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.